Published, 1627 the 22nd of January 2019. Updated, 1158 the 23rd of January 2019. Ruth Wood Skiing at Grand Bornand. See David Machet Looking for more affordable ski property in the Alps, far from soulless, expensive, crowded and commercial resorts. Check out these peaceful, unspoiled, and authentic ski destinations. The heart of Samoens. See Savoie-Mont-Blanc LesueurSamoënsA. A huge lime tree dating back 600 years dominates the traffic-free center of Samoens, a reminder that the Savoyard village is about as far as you can get from a purpose-built ski resort. In fact, you can't ski in and out of this village, which is only 720 meters above sea level, and you could happily spend a holiday here simply wandering the charming narrow streets, sampling the cheese, skating on the ice rink and soaking up the laid-back, authentically French atmosphere. Hop aboard the gondola or shuttle bus that departs from the village, however, and in minutes you can be on a 1,600 meters high plateau at the gateway to the Grand Massif ski area, with 265 kilometers of snowshoe pistes connected to Flaine, Les Carraz and more. Ski area, Le Grand Massif, Haute-Savoie Village. Altitude, 720 m. Alpine skiing, 1,600 meters minus 2,500 m. Runs, 0 in the village but gondola and free shuttle bus to the Grand Massif Airport. Geneva 1H10. Average apartment price per square meter, €4,098. The ski resort of Combloux. See Anya Burkett. Getty image. Scumo. Victor Hugo hailed Combloux the Pearl of the Alps. That could have been the kiss of death for the Savoyard village facing the Mont Blanc Massif, and yet today's visitors will find an unspoiled French farming community with rustic architecture and a warm welcome. While the jet-set head for nearby Machet, Combloux is a pretty and family-friendly area that is low-key, yet close to Chamonix, offering plenty for expert, intermediate and beginner skiers alike. Combloux is part of Les Portes du Mont Blanc ski area and linked to the huge Evasion area. The resort has the Famille Plus label, recognizing its childcare facilities and family-friendly activities, which include horse-drawn carriage rides and swimming in Europe's first ecological lake. The village has a weekly market and a spa, and the upmarket shops of Machet are only a few minutes' drive away. Ski area, Les Portes du Mont Blanc, Evasion, Haute-Savoie Village. Altitude, 1,200 m. Alpine skiing, 1,183 meters minus 1,930 m. Runs, 18 blue, 14 green, 29 red, 7 black. Airport. Geneva 1. Average apartment price per square meter, €4,812. Serre Chevalier Ski Resort. See Orly 1. Getty image. Serre Chevalier. Loved for its diverse terrain, forest runs and value for money, Serre Chevalier is not a fashionable destination. Its image could change when the trendy Folie Douce hotel chain opens up in 2020 in Villeneuve, one of the 13 communities that make up the resort on the edge of the Écrins National Park. However, it is the lack of pretension and nightlife that appeals to many skiers, who also appreciate the friendly family-run businesses and the French feel of the villages with their narrow streets and cozy bars and restaurants. Les Bains, also known as Serre 1500, is the smallest, highest, quietest and least spoiled of the 4 main resort villages. Ranging in altitude from 1,200 meters to 2,800 meters, with the tree line starting unusually high at 2,150 meters, the resort has reliable snowfall in a long season. It offers 3,900 hectares of terrain with something to suit everyone, from beginners and youngsters to off-piste skiers, though some of the lift infrastructure is dated. Ski area, Serre Chevalier, Hautes-Alpes Village. Altitude, Les Bains, 1,500 m. Alpine skiing, 1,200 meters minus 2,800 m. Runs, 25 blue, 13 green, 30 red, 14 black. Airport, Grenoble or Turin. 2. Average apartment price per square meter, €3,634. Tholin Les Memises Ski Resort. See Historic Air. Wikimedia. CCT Holland Les Memises, praised in the Michelin Guide as the most beautiful vantage point for Lake Geneva. The village of Tholin Les Memises sits on a 1,000 meters high balcony overlooking the glittering lake towards Switzerland. It's a drive of less than 20 minutes down to the lakeside resort of Evian-les Bains, which is bustling with sun worshippers in the summer. In winter, skiers in Holland have direct access to 50 kilometers of downhill skiing, from 1,000 meters to 2,000 meters, with 14 north-facing pistes and 18 ski lifts. Beyond lies the rest of the Ports du Soleil, one of the largest linked ski areas in the world, with runs of up to 11 kilometers. Ski area, Ports du Soleil, Haute-Savoie Village altitude, 1000 m alpine skiing, 1000 meters minus 2000 m runs, 4 blue, 2 green, 9 red, 2 black airport, Geneva 1H 25 average apartment price per square meter, €2,904 Le Grand Bornand Ski Resort, CJL Rigaud Auvergne-Rhône Alps Tourist Machet Grand Bornand the jagged point Percé and neighboring peaks of the Erebus Mountains for the magnificent backdrop of Le Grand Bornand, a village between Mont Blanc and Lake Annecy. One of the birthplaces of Reblochon cheese, it famously has more cows than inhabitants and, with its covered market and historic chalets, some 300 years old, it has a special village atmosphere. It truly feels like falling into old France, says Ruth Wood Cox, managing director of French Alps Specialists Peak Retreats, and the skiing is good too, he adds, especially for beginners and intermediates. There are lots of blue runs and a big beginners area at the top of the Rosé gondola. You can also get the shuttle bus to L'Ecluses if you have the Erebus lift pass. Le Grand Bornand is a great area to invest in, according to Richard Deans, a sales manager at Alpine property developer MGM French Properties. It's a really cute little place, very charming, he said. In summer, it's very popular with mountain bikers and hikers. Ski area, Erebus, Haute-Savoie Village altitude, 1,300 m alpine skiing, 1,000 meters minus 2,100 m runs, 13 blue, 16 green, 16 red, 4 black airport, Geneva 1 average apartment price per square meter, €5,235 best of the Restvajani, Azir, charming farming village part of the massive Alpe d'Huez ski area. It's built on a sunny slope and the skiing is brilliant with a 160-person cable car that takes you up to 2,800 meters in just 15 minutes, says Ruth Wood Cox of Peak Retreats Average apartment price per square meter, €3,040 Châtel, Haute-Savoie, lively village with nightclubs, cinemas, bowling alley and ice rink, yet much admired for its authentic Savoyard architecture and not too commercial. Châtel is for skiers, not necessarily downhill racers, but people who are genuinely interested in skiing and the Alps as a region, says Howard Watts of Alpine Property World. Average apartment price per square meter, €4,676 Les Carreaux d'Arraches, Haute-Savoie, part of the big and varied Grand Massif and linked to historic Samoens down below and purpose-built Flaine up above. It's a really cool, unsophisticated little resort, not too crowded and only 55 minutes from Geneva, says Richard Deans, of MGM French Properties. It offers superb skiing with 265 kilometers of slopes and mostly all nice village skiing. Average apartment price per square meter, €4,327 Valour, Savoie, a traditional village built around a 17th-century church in the Maurienne Valley close to Italy. It's quiet but incredibly welcoming, as is often the case with smaller, family-run historic French resorts, says Abby Butcher, an award-winning freelance journalist and skier. Valour shares a ski area with next-door Valmanier, most of which is over 2,000 meters, so although it's only set at 1,400 meters, Valour's ski area is high and offers reliable skiing and great value for money. A Club Med is due to open in 2020, so the slopes are sure to get busier, but transport links should also improve. Average apartment price per square meter, €407. You may also like how we run a business and enjoy family life in Morzine. What is winter really like in France? Make your French property pay.